All right, let's go to the latest developments in the killing of Hillary Gardee. Hillary, of course, is the daughter of the EFF's former Secretary General Godrich Gardee, the 28-year-old. Her body was found dumped yesterday. Pule Letshwiti-Jones joins us now from Mbombela. Pule, just talk to us about the very latest news about how she was killed.
Definitely. Just earlier on in the day, Sally, we had the opportunity to visit the crime scene where her body was discovered at a timber plantation. That's exactly 38 minutes away from Gardee's physical home address, where we are right now, where the family is currently, holding a meeting in terms of having details to tell the media regarding when the memorial service and the funeral will take place. But developing from what we've heard right now is that the EFF, speaking on behalf of the family, have told us that they were in possession of the post-mortem results, which revealed that Hillary Gardee was shot from the back of the head. They're saying that they're quite concerned that the South African Police Service investigators do not make them aware of such details, and that they're also quite concerned of the fact that they think that the crime scene would have been tampered with when there's still details shorting and details missing as well from what they've actually discovered. They're saying this kind of information has brought pain to the family in terms of how she was executed. They've dubbed it as execution style, and they're saying that they hope that these killers can once again be apprehended. What we understand earlier on, there was a message that was sent from the party's leader Julius Malema, who said that they're hoping that the SAPS could actually apprehend the killer before they do, or else there will be trouble. But I just want you to lend an ear to what the national spokesperson of the EFF had to say regarding the latest information they've received.
The bullet wound was located in the back of her head, which means that she was shot almost execution style, and her body was found in that. But our biggest concern is that the police on the scene did not pick up that Hillary Gardee had been shot. And this is gross incompetence. I mean, it does not need forensics to identify a bullet wound on a live body. So that means that the police did not conduct thorough investigations of the crime scene, and at this point in stage it is too late. That crime scene has been contaminated. People were doing walkabouts with the media there. When the police team on the ground had failed to identify that there was a bullet wound, something that is so simple to see, and something that should be part and parcel of recreating the crime scene. And they were unable to do that, and now they can't recreate that crime scene. They haven't located cartridges. They don't know what happened.
It's quite an accusation to make against the police. I mean, we don't know why the police didn't release that information. They may have had that information, of course, and they may have decided not at that point to release it publicly, but you would have imagined the family would have been informed. So it does seem very strange. Any response to the police from what the EFF is saying is their gross incompetence?
Definitely, Sally. And I think the most responsible thing to do would then to go back to the police and find out whether these allegations that are being made are true. And what we've gathered here, the police saying that, look, we cannot communicate any further information regarding the case. We're still busy. They told us, actually I was on the phone call with the spokesperson of the police here in Mpumalanga, who said that they were still investigating, and that what we need to know is that an arrest would be made soon. And that's the kind of message that we got from them. Remember, the police minister had the 72-hour activation process activated just yesterday to say that they would try to work within that framework to ensure that there's accountability and then the killer or killers are actually apprehended. So the police are quite confident that they're working with all they have, all their resources on the ground to ensure that they can communicate with intelligence as well to see what other kind of information they can get in terms of ensuring that there's accountability. But then again, there's some sort of speculation that was made from the EFF as well to say that, coupled to what they're saying in terms of Hillary Gardee being alleged to have been shot behind the head, they're saying that that's not all, that this alleged suspect had made transactions to the tune of about 1,300 Rand. I just wanted to take a listen to what the spokesperson of the EFF had to say when he briefed the media earlier on regarding this incident.
There was a confirmation that there were transactions between Hillary from the point in which she was abducted, about 3 to 4 hours from that point in time, of what is known as cash sends or e-wallets sent to herself. But with the revelation that there was a bullet found in her head, we are also suspecting that this might be a deviation to try and characterize this as a common criminal act. So we are looking at everything with suspicion as this case develops. We do not want to enter the realm of speculation. But one cannot shoot someone in the head for a transaction of 1,300 rand. The risk is too high. So it does not inspire us to believe that this is a common criminal act to steal petty cash, or you can risk a life sentence to steal an amount of money that is not worth it. If you can afford a gun and ammunition, you don't need that much money to conduct a crime. So we will give further updates in relation to that, but we're a family that is not stupid. We're able to assess the situation objectively as well.
It's very interesting what they're saying, that they don't believe that this was purely criminal. And we do know that this is how kidnappers tend to operate. They will often force the person they've kidnapped to go to a cash point and then e-wallet money so that they can get quick access to the money. But the point he makes is a good one, is that don't often get killed, shot in the back of the head, and also the fact that this little child was left running around. There are many, many unanswered questions. You mentioned a little earlier the police say that they are hopeful that they're going to make an arrest soon. Do they have any idea who they are looking for? Is it one person? Is it more than one? Is it male? Is it female? What do we know?
You know, for now, Sally, they're keeping their cards close to their chest. They're not revealing anything, as they think that any further information that could be disseminated or given to the public for now could actually jeopardize the investigations. They're quite confident, though, that they're working within the given a timeline to ensure that there can be arrests that are made. You know, we're all anxiously waiting for those answers. We do know that this activation was, of course, set by the police minister just yesterday when the body was discovered. One would actually now have to see as to whether tomorrow there will be any sort of unfolding action that will be happening from the police officials' side. And as it is right now, they are kind of working under pressure given that timeline. But the family on the other side is also quite frustrated while they're still reeling through this whole painful, a period. And they're quite, optimistic that something may come up. They just want answers, and they want to know, quite interesting and importantly, as to what could have been the motive behind this killing. That's one question that we're all trying to find out, as to who could have also been behind this. I mean, Sadie, you look at the pattern of what has happened here, and the modus operandi, like you've just said, when you look at other GBV cases, is similar to what has transpired before, what kidnappers would usually carry out as well, in terms of what we've also witnessed with other previous cases, such as the late Pule, and now what we're seeing, where the allegations being made that Hillary Gardee could have been shot at the back of the head and her body dumped at a timber plantation. But for now, police will be leading the way. They will be giving us information. We'll be updating you to ensure that we have a correct information as well from the SAPS throughout the evening, to ensure that whatever is being given is information that can be run with.
Yeah, Pule, you're absolutely right, because this now puts the ball firmly in the court of the police, who have to respond to the EFF and the family who've put this information out there. They now need to clarify or give new information. So it certainly adds pressure to the police, which is a good thing, I think. Thank you very much, Pule Letshwiti-Jones, coming to us live from Mbombela.